So I'm done getting ready and filming this video, but I didn't do a proper intro. Hi, my name is Maya. Nice to see you, or nice to meet you. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you stick around. I post vlogs pretty much every day now, and I do like little videos on thoughts on whatever I have an opinion on, pretty much. Like I just did a video talking about horror movie reboots, thoughts in 2016, thoughts on movies that came out last year, etc. So if you like that kind of stuff, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I hope to see you soon. Enjoy this video. Mwah. You're ready with me? Well, I tell you guys a time that lip sync battle set me up on a date. Yeah, I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. We're gonna get ready for the day. Of course, road. I did my skincare already and my body care already, so we're not gonna be showing that, but I just put on moisturizer and sunscreen, because even though it's summer or winter, I mean, it is pretty cold in LA. What am I saying, babe? We're going through like hell of a rainstorm right now. But yes, lip sync battle did set me up on a date. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did this story time like 3 years ago. So if you saw that, cool. Pretend you didn't, babe, because I didn't have a camera and I don't even remember how I told the story. I mean, like, obviously, like, no details have really changed since I filmed that video, but like, I want to film it better. Anyways, let's throw it back to 2016, aka the year that everybody loves, but I don't. You know, I did the whole video, which, by the way, sorry there's like a big gap if anyone like cares or noticed. I like the vlogs. I kind of like the daily vlogs more, but we'll do like these videos every now and again. Don't you worry, don't you worry. But yeah, 2016, I was bored, unemployed, and single, which, remember those keywords, okay? Bored, unemployed, and single. I like just lost my job and I just dumped my loser of ex-boyfriend, so I was like, bet, let's go to lip sync battle. I don't think I even like really watched lip sync battle like that, but if you don't remember or you don't know what lip sync battle is, basically it's a show where like celebrities go and they lip sync and they battle, and whoever the crowd loves the most, they get like this belt. Like Channing Tatum was on there, Zendaya was on there. When I went, it was the cast of Orange is the New Black and Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, and there were 2 other tapings. I just don't remember. I technically went to 4 tapings of lip sync battle because they filmed 2 on the same day. Also, they pay us, but they didn't feed us. They couldn't spoil us that much, which is fair, but like, I'd rather have the food if I'm gonna be like standing up for all this time. But basically, where's my mirror? Oh my god, where's my mirror? Oh, hold please. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this story. By the way, if you comment anything about my braids, you're racist. This is Black History Month. So I'm in the crowd, and in between tapings, the producers are like, okay, we're gonna play a little game, like who's single in the audience. And literally, I was in the front. Like, if I can find the video of I don't want to butcher her name, but she's in Orange is the New Black, she's like grabbing my hand like that, like I'm right in the front. So I'm like, me, I'm single. Like, babe, you are 18, you should be single. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, it's not like a, if you're 18, you should be single, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Don't feel bad if you don't have a man or a partner or whatever. Girl, you literally just became a legal adult. Like, chill down. And they're like, okay, come on stage. And I immediately regret it, because I don't know if y'all could tell, okay? I'm kind of introverted. I'm kind of quiet. Like, it takes a lot for me to turn into Wendy Williams, if you pick up what I'm putting down. But I was like, I don't like attention that much, which is crazy that like I want to be an entertainer. But I'm just like, when there's a huge spotlight and you're on stage and people are looking at you, you're like, oh shit, never mind, put me back in the crowd. So they're like, we're gonna set you up on a little day. We're gonna bring up 3 volunteers. We're gonna cover your face. So whatever answers they have for you, whatever answer you like the most, you'll go based off of that and not based off of looks, which I thought was cool. I thought that was really interesting, because I feel like society now, you just pick a guy you think is cute, or just a person, we're inclusive around these parts, and you're like, oh my god, I want to date them, and then you get to know them, and then you find out they're an actual piece of shit, and you're like, you're just Ken. Like, you're just cute, but you have no personality, or your personality sucks. So they're asking these people these questions like, oh, where would you take her on a first date? What kind of animal would you describe yourself as? It was like 3 to 5 questions. And I liked this guy's answer so much that I was like, you know what? I pick him. We're gonna call him, what should I call this name? I'm gonna call him Steve, which is nowhere close to his actual fucking name. I like just got reminded of his name like a week ago. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that man. And then the crowd goes, kiss, kiss, kiss. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I kissed a man on stage in front of fucking, I don't know how many people were in that audience. Let's just say 50, which is probably so off. That is probably so not the number. And then we go back down because they're taping the other show, and we're just like hanging out talking, and we're like, okay, but once we get, because you get paid on site, or I don't think it's that way anymore, but they would pay us like 75 bucks in cash, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's like the right amount. And then you would go on your merry way. So you're like, okay, we're gonna hang out after we get our cash money, you know, young money, cash money, billionaires. The downfall of YMCMB has to be studied. And we're like, okay, boom, let's just go. I originally just wanted McDonald's because it was across the street. And, you know, I just wanted fucking nuggets, okay? I've been standing up for hours. I'm starving. And he's like, no, let's go to Chipotle. It's down the street, and like, I'll pay for it. And I'm thinking like, we both just got paid, but okay, so we go to Chipotle, get our little bowls or whatever, and we're talking. He is a transplant. When would I not date someone who's not a fucking transplant? Okay, the last person I dated, I'm pretty sure he was born here, but like, still, majority of the men that I've dated or even like are fucking transplants. Please have a California permit and a California local code as your phone number before you talk to me, please. I am not playing fucking, what's that shit called? Tourist guide. I'm not playing Little Miss Tourist Guide again, okay? Fuck out of here with that. So we're talking, he's like, yeah, like I come from a religious background. I'm trying to be an actor. I think he already did something, and he was like, yeah, you know, whatever, like what everybody comes out to LA for. I mean, say. He was like, yeah, like all this stuff, right? Then we go home, like our separate homes. My house and his house, right? We're talking for about like a week or two. Then we're like, let's actually go on a date. Let's go on an actual date. Cause like Chipotle, like that could be a date, but like still, he was like, take you like a traditional. He's also from the South, so he's very like traditional in that way. And I'm not. I'm from New York. Like that's not. No. So we go. First thing, this man, first of all, spent a lot of money. In my head, he spent a lot of money. Okay, because we went to Little Caesars first. And then we went to the movies. We saw some scary movie. It was either Lights Out or Don't Breathe. Because it was when those movies came out, which I like both those movies. That was pretty cool. And then so we went to the Grove. We went to see the movie at the Grove, whatever. And then we went to the rooftop, which if you guys have never been to the rooftop at the Grove, oh my God, I love it. Security be hella strict about going up there. And it's like, I get it, like rooftop single person, that doesn't look good. But babe, I'm just trying to get photos and look at the view. I'm not doing nothing like that, okay? Like, please, please, please. But across the street from the Grove is like this little park, which I also enjoy going to from time to time. I'm 18. This man is like either early or mid 20s, which was my poison for the longest time. Now the age gap it's short now. And he's like, oh my God, like I can only imagine like our kids going there. Our whole, I'm a child. What are we talking about? I'm debating at this point, I'm debating if A, I want to go see Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas or Future and Drake, and B, I'm debating if I can even fucking go because again, I just lost my fucking job. Kids? Girl, please. Not in this Caucasian house. And like, you know, we're talking on this date and like he's kind of Snapchatting me, trying like there was one point where like he took a photo of us, which I was like, oh, this is like in the moment I was like, oh, this is nice, it's really cute, whatever. Like I was having a good time because like I also like the guy that I was dating before him, fucking loser. We didn't really go out on dates like that. It was kind of long distance, meaning we both just lived in separate parts of LA, and he's also kind of a fucking, I don't want to say he is because I'm hoping he's changed. It's been like 10 years, but I can't say anything because I haven't seen this man since like, what, 2019? Anyways, me and this person, what did I say his name was? Steve. We're on this date, and then we get off the date, or like leave the date again, go to our separate. I think I went to like one of my friends' house at the time. And I'm just debriefing with her, like yada yada yada, like, oh yeah, we went to the club and, you know, we got pizza and, you know, all this stuff, like whatever. And it was a cute little date. I'm not gonna like be mean about it or like be mean to him because he didn't do anything wrong. But nothing happened. We didn't end up dating. We didn't end up in a relationship, nothing like that. I don't even remember like how the conversation of like, this isn't gonna work out happened. Like literally went on the date and then we just didn't talk really and then went our separate ways. However, one time, I think it was the same friend, her and I were out shopping. We go into the store and he's working there. And I'm like, oh my God, hey, like chill vibes, whatever. And then the next year, I'm at the VMAs, which no tea, no shade. The VMAs I went to 2017, she ate. He was there too. Like we were in like the pig crowd and I was like, oh, slay. Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen this man in person in about 2 years. I also like haven't checked up on him in probably 2 years as well. Last time I saw him, the last thing I remember, he was like modeling or like, you know, he was strutting the runway. But yeah, that's the time that lip sync battle set me up on a date. And you know, it was great. I also have like other, oh my God, Milani open sets. I got this new Milani powder, by the way. I don't know why it's taking me like, I just want to set my face. Okay. No, that's kind of gross. I don't want to swallow. There we go. I've also been on, I think, 3 interesting dates. One time I went on a date with this guy. I'll just tell it right now, actually. Went on a date. It was fine. It was great. It's like we met up at the restaurant together, right? When he stood up, y'all, I was like, am I on a date with like the Black Pete Davidson? Like this motherfucker towered over me, okay? And then he was like, I'll call a Lyft to both of our houses, because if you guys don't know, like Uber and Lyft, like you could do like, I think it's like 3 stops. You can go to someone's house and then you can go to your house. However, again, he lived on the opposite side of the city, and like, so did I. I was like, okay, so how is this gonna work? Like, I feel super bad. He was like, no, it's fine. I make a decent amount of money. Okay, big money, like, how you doing? Like, whatever. And then he gets home and he's texting me. He's like, oh wait, I skipped. So okay, we get to my apartment building, right? And he's like, give me a tour of the building. And I was like, wait a minute, because when you do the stops, it's only like 5 minutes. Like you have 5 minutes to do your stop and then get back and then go to a stop. Lyft, Uber do not play, okay? So I'm like, wait, like I don't like people waiting on me, or like the concept of someone like waiting on me, or like others. So I was like, no. He's like, no, it's fine. Like I can call another Lyft. Not you waste some money, okay? Like you're not impressing me. You're actually like, it's actually concerning me. So he's like, I want a tour of the building. And at this point, I lived by myself, but I made it seem as though like I was living with somebody. So I literally just like opened my door, and it was dark, so he couldn't see anything. Opened my door and I closed it. So then he goes home and he's like, why am I not at your house helping you with laundry and watching Pretty Little Liars? First of all, I don't want you to see my laundry, okay? No, because I'm a girl, and if you pick up what I'm putting down, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And B, you can't just jump into Pretty Little Liars like that. Like, I'm on season 3, episode 15. You can't just jump in. Girl, I watch that shit every year, front to fucking back. I know everything that happens, but when I'm doing a rewatch, I start from the beginning, because this show doesn't make any fucking sense. And then as time went on, like, we spent the weekend together, and then like every few seconds, he was like, I don't want to be your boyfriend. So like, why are you trying to be in my space like every few seconds? Like, okay, why are you want to spend every second with me? You don't want my boyfriend? Okay, I didn't ask. A, B, I'm not insinuating I want you to be, but like, shut up. Like, he really thought that like his shit didn't stink, and I'm just like, No. Actually, no. And then we stopped talking because I had COVID and he didn't believe in COVID. And I was like, you gotta go. Like, you're doing too much, okay? It's only been barely a month. You're doing too much, babe. And he kept asking me, like, where's the party at? Because it was 4th of July. And I was like, there's no party. I'm recovering from COVID, bitch. And he was like, all right, well, then send me up with one of your friends. All my friends are taken or have kids. And I'm telling them about you. Because no. I was gonna do that. Literally, I was with my homegirl last year. We were walking. I seen this guy who we talked for 2 seconds. That was like nothing else happened. I don't think we even hugged. And he texted me like, send me up with your homegirl, and I told her, and she was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, even if you guys are talking, that's not me. Props to her. I'm also eating a Think protein bar. Chunky peanut butter. Think protein bar. Hey, hello, how you doing? Set your girl up. This is amazing. This is amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna just brush all this off and then do my blush and highlighter, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop down your worst date or just most awkward date ever. And here's to dating people with fully different frontal lobes. I'll see you guys next time, but until then, stay strong, stay safe, YOLO, mwah, drink your water, and throw your sunscreen, take your vitamins, and stay warm, and a young hoe forever.